As the manager himself comes out to join us pitchside now. Ruben, we appreciate you coming out to join us. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
First of all, congratulations. Yes, right there. Congratulations on your first win. When we spoke, you said it was going to be special experiencing Old Trafford for the first time, but only if you won the game. So, happy?
Yeah. Of course, I see what everybody sees. Good moments, difficult moments. Some confusion in the end, trying to hold the result, but the lads did a great job. I think they ran, they pressed, they tried to do the things that we worked these 3 days, and we won.
The fans are taken to you already. There's quite a few of them that have stayed behind here just to see you come out here, Ruben. How does that feel to get the applause from them and to feel accepted by these fans already?
The first thing is that half of the stadium doesn't know me. It doesn't really know me. I came from Portugal, and I did nothing for this club yet. So the way they make me feel at home, it's so special. You know, it's not after something; it's before something. This is something special, and I will keep this to the end of my career.
I mean, we were here just before the players were going to come out, before your first game, which is a really special thing. And I could feel the energy. I've been covering these games for 10 years. And actually the energy before the game was really, everybody was excited because I think everybody's looking forward to, obviously, the football you played at Sporting, which was super successful. I think these fans, they just want to be taken on a journey, you know, I think. And that's why it was so exciting just to be here for your first game. What was your first game like as a United manager at home?
I was like a real ride. So we start very well, and then we suffer 2 goals in 2 transitions. I like the way the players continue to play our game. I can feel the crowd when it was 2-1. Sometimes we won the ball, and we had problems, I think, in the past that we give the ball too much. So the mindset now is to keep the ball. Sometimes they have to go forward, so they are really trying, but I think we deserve the win.
Is that why you play Bruno as a centre mid, maybe just to get a little bit more control because he's so good on the ball?
You can feel that is the most experienced player. The tempo. Sometimes we start the play and Bruno is the right man to start with the tempo of the play. Then they play with the back 4. They close really inside. We try to switch play all the time, and Bruno is the best one doing that. So that's why I think he's a midfielder. If you see this game, Mason Mount always with his back for the goal. It's hard, and Bruno it's better with the goal in front.
Ruben, congratulations first and foremost, but does every game feel like an experiment for you because of the lack of training time? You've just got to go with certain risks, different players, different positions. Is that what it feels like?
Yeah, and I get anxious because I don't know what will happen. You know, because you don't control nothing at the moment. We are trying to see different things. Of course, we have an idea for each game, but I don't know the players, and we don't work a lot together. So we go to the game excited because you want to see different things, but at the same time you are a little bit anxious and nervous because you don't know how the game will go.
Everton here on Sunday then, Ruben. What's the one thing that you want to take from this game into that one?
The results. That's the most important thing. The environment. I think we improve, of course, in different game from Ipswich, but we improve in the quality with the ball. We had more chances. We were more dangerous. But we'll have to change players. You can feel it. We try to press all the time. I think in the last 10 minutes was tough, and it's different for the players. I felt Rasmus was dead. I felt that some players were really tired. Anthony came from injury. He had to go out of the game. I think we did like 4 substitutions because of the fitness of the players, not thinking about what is the best for the game. We are in that moment. We need the squad all together, fit, and you have to take some risks, and that's it.
Well, we hope you enjoyed your first experience at Old Trafford as a manager, and we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. it was a 3-2 victory for Manchester United over BODØ here at Old Trafford in Ruben Amorim's first home game in charge of the club. And Spurs conceded late on at home against Roma, that one finishing a 2-2 draw. But what about that for Rangers? Away from home, they beat Nice by 4-1, and that means that the Europa League phase table looks like this, with Rangers currently in the automatic places. They're in the top 8, there they are in 8th place, Spurs just behind in 9th, and Manchester United's victory tonight means they move up into 12th in the league phase table. So where do you think this leaves United in terms of that automatic qualification? It's there for the taking now, isn't it, Owen, with 3 games left to go? Do you still expect them to qualify automatically?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they control their own destiny, and that's all you can ask for. I think obviously it's still a little bit of a work in progress. But if they get it right with Tottenham, you know, they're one of the favourites to win this competition. If you can win this and then get into the Champions League, I mean, that would be amazing.
It was Ruben Amorim's first home game here, Karen. Let's take a look back at the goals, because it was a fast start for them as well, scoring in just 51 seconds. That's the start he wanted.
Yeah, dream start. I mean, Højlund starts the press there. It's big distances, but he gets there. He's powerful, he's quick, and don't know what the goalkeeper's thinking, to be honest. And Garnacho's thinking, thank you, Rasmus, you've given me a gift here. But like you can see from this angle now, get up to the ball, cut off passing angles, and then it's really simple, and it's an error, but it was an absolute dream start.
To be fair, Rasmus done really well, because he stopped him going to the left. I think initially the goalkeeper was going to take it across his body to the left, but Rasmus just delayed him for a second and made him think, and obviously once he took that touch, he was way too quick for him. He was always going to win it. But brilliant pressing. That's what Rasmus is really good at. Obviously, he's quick, he's powerful. But pressing-wise, he should be an absolute beast up there.
United's habit of conceding goals in quick succession, though, did not leave with Erik ten Hag, unfortunately for them. BODØ scoring twice in the space of 4 minutes.
Yeah, and to be fair, we didn't give them enough credit before the game. They're a really good footballing side, you know, with some big wins in European competitions. Manchester United only got 2 in midfield there. A little bit too easy to play through. Obviously, we see one of the centre-backs steps up. Ugarte fills in for Mazraoui there, and then the cutback's on. But I'll tell you what a finish that is. And again, this is what Amorim wants. He wants Mazraoui to step in there. Obviously, he steps in. Ugarte covers for where Mazraoui is meant to be. And where does the ball end up? Exactly where Ugarte was. So a few little things they're going to have to work on, especially when people step out. But take nothing away from the finish. It was top draw.
I think Mazraoui stepped in when he came over there. He said that's what he wants from him, but it's just about the rest of the team. And then this goal, look, when you go player for player pressing, I'm not going to be too harsh on Malacia, because he's been out for a year and a half. So it was a risk putting him in from the start. He's only played 45 minutes, I think, for the under-21s. So when everyone's going player for player and that ball in behind, it's a foot race, he's a good player. I think that's just a fitness, and I don't want to be too harsh on him, like I said, but it's a good finish. But that can't happen moving forward. You know, he's either got to get up to match fitness, or he's going to play a different way. And when you notice when he brought Dalot on and Shaw on as well, just a little bit on the back end, it was more comfortable at the back.
Yeah, how worrying is it for United that they can be exposed like that in this system?
Well, teams are going to look at that, and they're going to, you know, they're going to work on that, because obviously when the centre-backs are going to step into midfield and try and turn it over, but actually the one ball over the top, you're in 1v1. So I think you'll see teams do that, especially Everton on the weekend. Look, you're a little bit vulnerable there, and if Malacia lets it bounce like he does, anything could happen. So obviously it was there was a lot of positives for Mazraoui stepping up, but also if they play over the top, you're in trouble.
Credit to United for fighting back in this game as well. They're 2-1 down. They've just conceded those 2 quick goals, as we just pointed out there. But just before half-time, what a great time for Højlund to get this goal.
But again, it's Mazraoui. You know, he steps in, he wins it. Great composure. He's so calm. You never see him make a mistake. I'll tell you what, though, the touch from Rasmus and the finisher is absolutely exceptional.
Great goal.
Yeah, and to be fair, this is what Amorim wants. This is how he plays sporting. Everybody's super high in the opposition's half, but the touch and the finish from Rasmus, and that's exactly what Manchester United need. Somebody that can fill in and be that number 9. Rasmus can do that. That will give him a ton of confidence, Karen.
It's just instinct. You don't even think. It just comes to him as control and then bang. So it's a tidy finish. And then this one then was the icing on the cake, really, for Rasmus Højlund as well. Nice little build-up play, patient. I think Mount does really well to get the flick in behind and then the run in. And then again, it's a great ball, and I like Rasmus Højlund because he doesn't make his run outside the width of the goal, because then it makes it a little more difficult to finish. He tries to stay in there, gets across strong, then he gets his rewards.
Mason Mount had some really good touches today, clever. You know, little flicks there. Obviously, Ugarte makes a little running behind, but when they're that dominant, which he wants them to be with the ball, basically everybody's 30 yards from the opposition's goal, and it allows players to make runs off the back of people. That's Ugarte, your defensive midfield player. So a lot of positives, I think, from that in scoring 3 goals. But still, I think Amorim, I think he'll want to work on the kind of the balance and the defensive shape and mechanism, because there's still a few gaps in midfield.
Yeah, it's not been an easy start to the season for Rasmus Højlund, though. Getting those 2 goals tonight, you know, he started the season injured. He's had to work back to his fitness. How much will that help him? Do you expect him to be the starter up front on Sunday?
I do. In all of that, he's young. He's young, and it's a heavy burden playing up top for Man United. And what I would say is sometimes with his wingers, he's not always given the service. But tonight, that will be absolute confidence for him. He's got power, he's got pace, he's pressing, 2 goals. Brilliant for him.
Everton here on Sunday then, Owen. We've already spoken about the fact that this is a work in progress under Ruben Amorim, that he's going to have to learn a lot. The players are going to have to take in a lot of information whilst they're competing to win points. And as you say, there are some players, Karen's pointed it out, that aren't necessarily suited to this system. And the word from inside Manchester United is they aren't going to be given a lot of budget in January to bring in new players. Their preference is that Amorim improves the players that he has here. But how difficult is that going to be?
Well, I think that, look, they got a lot of good players. Do they have the players capable enough to win in the Premier League, Champions League? Probably not. That's going to take time to sort the recruitment out. But I think the most important thing is that they get results. Obviously, Everton on the weekend, look, it's a tough game, but at home you'd expect them, you know, to win that game. You know, Everton going to come and play different than BODØ did. You know, the ball might be in the channels, up on the air a little bit more, and there'll be a lot of second balls and set pieces. So tough fixtures, especially the Arsenal one coming up, I think, after that. But they need to find a way to get results. Today they didn't play brilliantly, but they found a way to win the game, which is the most important thing.
One of the other things that Ruben Amorim pointed out in his press conference is the fitness of these players. He's clearly not happy with how fit they are. It's one of the things he just said to us here as well, is that he had to make substitutions based on the fitness of these players. But that's also going to take time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think there's definitely time in 60 minutes, bringing players on for the 30 minutes to build them up. And there's a player like Yoro still to come back in, which I think in this system that he wants to play will be huge. Getting Shaw back in has been huge tonight. So certain players coming back in, giving Mount those minutes as well. I think he has the players in certain positions. I'm still worried about the centre midfield. I still think that if he wants to be high and aggressive, still think that's the area that he's going to keep tweaking with. And against Ipswich, he switched Eriksen and Casemiro. Wasn't quite sure. Tonight he's put Bruno a bit deeper. But the fitness is a problem. You know, Sporting run. They ran. He has to turn his Man United team into a team that run, press and go at big distances. So that, again, will take time.
What is that solution in midfield then with the players he currently has?
I don't think he has the personnel that he had at Sporting. I think if you're going to play 2 in there, they need to be 2 super athletes and cover the distances. And I'm not sure they have that as such. I think they got some really good players, different players, but he might have to tweak it, that maybe one of those 10s drops in and one of the wing backs gets a little bit higher for the width. But I think playing 2 in there against, say, an Arsenal or a City, I think that's going to be really, really difficult.
Owen, you were very positive before the game. Are you feeling just as positive now?
To be fair, the fans make me positive. Ruben makes me positive, and they found a way to win the game. I think it's a work in progress. We need to be patient, but they're getting there.
It's good to see you both smiling anyway.
Was I not positive?
Yeah, you were. Thank you for your company. Don't forget that the highlight show is coming up for you next on TNT Sports 1 with more reaction. We will see you very soon. Bye.
Well, today match, mind you, Manchester United tried. Even though they are cause of their problem. Going 1-0 up and within 5 minutes you are behind. That is crazy. But no denying of team spirit to fight to come back to the game and overtake the game back. 3-2. That is improvement. That show that Amorim is working. Because if now old Manchester United, they will be no coming back, because the spirit of team is very down. But now it shows that even though Manchester United go down, they can come up. That is new spirit, new coach, new system. So I believe that Amorim, you just need time. He's a good coach, no doubt about that. You cannot deny that. He's a good coach. But I believe that with time, everything will come together. And in January, I know that we'll add 1 or 2 players to refresh the team entirely. I believe that they will be okay. They will be okay. But it doesn't mean that they will win Premier League, but they will be thereabouts. So the man, there's no doubt about it. He's a very good coach. I believe that they will do well. I believe that. So with the time, everything will come together. The team gel together, understand each other, understand the coach, and also understand the system. So that's the only thing. They need time. They need time.